I was thinking this morning how much Donald Trump has corrupted, how many social constructs in this country that just Trump's presence has totally fucked up and made some of them almost inoperable. He has absolutely destroyed a huge swath of the Christian religion. Not that it deserved to survive, but Trump has so corrupted it and turned so many Christians into gibbering little demons that cluster around him as if he were the reincarnation of Jesus, God, Trump, Christ, which he is not, of course. So he has corrupted a huge, huge chunk of the Christian religion. He has corrupted our judicial system by, along with the help of Mitch McConnell, by installing into so many federal judgeships half-wits and idiots who are no more capable of being a judge than I am, especially not a federal judge. But again, Trump never looks at a person's ability if he's thinking about, when he was president, if he's thinking about appointing that person to a very critical position. All Trump thinks about is whether or not the jerkwad he's considering would be loyal to him. Aileen Cannon, this fucked up judge, federal judge down in Florida, is a prima facie evidence of that. I mean, Aileen Cannon, whatever her name is, would do anything just to have a crumb of appreciation tossed her way by the orange bastard. So the legal system, Trump has so corrupted the legal system to the point now where I hate to say this because I have attorney friends, but when I hear an attorney arguing a case, I immediately start to think, wait. Is this lawyer, is this officer of the court telling the truth? Or is he or she telling a fable, better left untold, that is got little pieces of the truth in it? Trump has so corrupted the legal system, using every single device in our legal system, devices that were put there to protect the innocent, because innocent people do get convicted. In our system of justice, once it reaches a courtroom, is an adversarial system. Who can make the best argument? The defense, the prosecution. And out of that confrontation is supposed to come justice. Well, I would say that for the most part that works. But in so many instances, it does not work. How many times have we seen somebody, usually a person of color, who has been confined to a prison cell or death row for decades until evidence is presented that should have been presented at trial, that totally exonerates the person who had to suffer a miscarriage of justice in the strictest sense. So Trump has corrupted that system. He uses the appeals process. He uses the Supreme Court stacked with three of his sluggish goddamn Christian fascists. He uses and abuses our legal system in a way that nobody has ever done before. The media. Trump has so corrupted the media with his repeated lies, and so much of media are just hell-bent on presenting both sides of an argument or a point of view, which I mentioned the other day is an honorable place to be. That's the original idea in a free press. Well, you say this and I say that. Somewhere, even if the twain shall not meet, somewhere the truth lies. But Trump has used a fire hose, I think is the expression, a fire hose of lies that just absolutely knocked down every single effort. I mean, how do you correct somebody who in the course of a 1 hour circle jerk like he had with the South African racist the other night, how do you parse and explain every single fucking lie when within that hour there have been close to 100 lies? I mean, he even overtalked and outshot Elon Musk, who himself is a fucking liar, which you wouldn't think would be the case with somebody so dedicated to science. No, I'm not talking about Trump. I'm talking about Musk. But Musk is, at bottom, an absolute South African immigrant racist. That's how he was brought up. So apparently he's just not or cannot escape that. What else has this son of a bitch corrupted? I mean, our political system. Oh, God. Has he ever corrupted our political system? He has turned otherwise useful idiots in our House and Senate, useful idiots who do the bidding of corporate money or huge donors or the capitalist class. He's turned those fools and freaks into goddamn zombies that do what he says. He has utterly and absolutely corrupted, no, destroyed, devoured the Republican Party. There is no Republican Party any longer. And you certainly do not need me to tell you that. All you have to do is listen to some of these son of a bitches. So, who say they're Republicans who exist within the House or the Senate. And the political system itself, our means and method of electing people and counting the votes. This filthy cockroach has destroyed that. Look what is happening here in Georgia. We have 5 members on the State Board of Elections, 3 of whom would willingly get on their knees in front of Trump and fillet him if he asked them to, who are now making it clear they're going to fuck over this election coming up November 5th. Have I left anything out? Trump has been the most profoundly unstoppable force for evil, lies, dishonor, a corruption of any single person in the history of this country. How in the fuck did this guy manage to rise to the level where in 2020, 70 million brain-dead Americans voted for him? And further, he has corrupted the presidency. He has lost the popular vote for the presidency twice. Hillary Clinton beat him by 3 or 4 million votes. Too bad the votes were in the wrong states, as per our racist, every once in a while I hit a speed bump in my brain. Electoral college system, which is bullshit. Why do we still have that? And then he lost in 2020 to Biden. He's going to lose again this November. But all hell is going to break loose because Trump is already priming his flatlined followers, his Christian nutcases, these bully boys who like to run around like they're real men in their little camo outfits and their beer guts hanging out over their ammo belts. He's setting them up to once again come to his defense. Not defense of the Constitution, not defense of the presidency, not defense of this country, but his defense. Because he, at bottom, is a cowardly little shit who would run and hide at the first sign of any kind of threat to him. Just like when he was at his speech when the piece of shrapnel flew by his ear. Oh, ow, ow, look. And he ducks behind the podium. Well, anybody would have ducked behind the podium. But then when the fucked up Secret Service are trying to move his grotesque body off the podium, and he's raising his fist in the air, and he's screaming, fight, fight, but what an asshole. But everything that this orange aberration has ever touched in his life. Look how he's fucked up his kids. His youngest son can't even put 3 words together with that blank stare on the boy's face as he bumps into shit. The other son, Don Jr., is a fucking coked out addict who can't walk a straight line. Eric is walking cat piss. And then his daughter Ivanka, well, she got smart. She married a nice Jewish man, converted to Judaism, went off and cut deals with her husband, with the Saudi Arabian butcher, leader of Saudi Arabia. The Saudi Arabian sovereign fund contributed, $2 billion to Ivanka's husband? For what? Oh, but let's focus on Hunter Biden, Joe Biden's son, because he cut a couple of bad deals with the government of Ukraine, right? But Trump has turned anything he touches, he turns to shit. His wives, his children, his business associates, they all wind up either dead or in jail or under indictment. Think about this. Think about the people. And Trump continues to skate along, corrupting this, destroying that, making this institution filthy and an institution we can no longer count on. And he keeps going like a vicious, murderous, psychotic little, what's it called? Not ever ready. What's the little bunny? Little bunny that bang, bang, just keeps going and going and going and going. That's Trump. But the day is coming when this son of a bitch won't be going and going any longer. And my hope right now is that I am alive when he isn't. I had the same hope where it concerned the filthy corrupter of everything in this country, also like Trump, the pig man. You remember the pig man, right? Rush Limbaugh? I mean, I used to say over a 20-year period, I just hope I live long enough for this fucker to die. I have read that you don't celebrate the deaths of people. Fuck that. I mean, we don't celebrate the death of Hitler, Mussolini, Rush Limbaugh, any of these pigs who do every single thing they can to cause dissension and division. They don't teach love. They teach hate. You forget love. They don't even teach accommodation. They teach, well, somebody's different from you. If they're not a white Christian, they're fucking filth and shit and dirt, and you should hate them. I say so. I'm Rush Limbaugh. I'm Donald Trump. I'm Adolf Hitler. I'm Netanyahu. If they're not like us, fuck them. They don't deserve to live. This is Trump. This has always been Trump. Hi, Truth Seekers. Mike Malloy here. The Progressive Voices Network brings you commercial-free commentary from today's leading progressive radio hosts and pundits, like me, Mike Malloy, 24 hours a day. I'm not your typical old guy from the 80s or the 90s talk radio host, and Progressive Voices is not your typical talk radio network. It's a listener-supported nonprofit with no corporate control whatsoever over our broadcast. So hosts like me, Mike Malloy, are free to rant and scream and carry on about whatever we like. We're often controversial, but we're never boring. Weeknights, 9 p.m. in the East, 6 p.m. in the West on the Progressive Voices Network. Always progressive, always on. I'm Mike Malloy. Keep it lit.